Fuck it, we're doing it live. This son of a bitch, this bastard right here,
That's me. I'm the
tweeting,
bastard.
"Ooh, we're starting Disco Elysium with the newly broken space between all in a few minutes. Few seconds, by the way. I am not broken of my... Well, I guess technically my weight is my own fault. Never mind, I give up. Hi.
At no point did I say it is your fault. I'm just saying you're broken physically,
I know.
which is true.
Uh...
Void broke his back. Hello, everyone.
No, when I was doing my weekly content for Destiny, I just decided to lean the wrong way a teeny tiny little bit. And felt excruciating discomfort, and I don't know why. Oh, I need to turn my television down.
I hope it wasn't like your disc or something, because that's always bad.
Well, you know what? You can't spell disco without...
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
As always, we will wait for some people to file in a little bit and talk about our weekends. I will open with commenting that as I was attempting to put myself to sleep last night, I watched your newest video.
Oh,
and
that's nice.
I really hate the idea that people need to be more concise and tight in what they have to say, or else what they have to say isn't relevant. And it's like, well, okay, first off, not only is that just a subjective perspective to have, I would also make an argument that it's technically speaking an ideology reinforced by the more fucked up aspects of capitalism.
So say what you have to say in 5 minutes or fuck out of my way. Yeah.
I can't stand that shit. But more importantly, it's ableist as well to people with ADHD or OCD, because they already have issues sorting together and compiling their thoughts into a way that is communicable for somebody. And it's a complete disrespect to anybody who might be on the autistic spectrum. But regardless of all that...
Yeah, I was about to ask where this is going. How is it connected to the video?
It's going to the point of... I really loved that your core point for your video was there's a difference between a walking simulator that is a museum and a walking simulator that is letting you discover the story and interact with it and deal with the present consequences of that story. It's why I will say that without any shred of discomfort saying this and any room for negotiation on it, Gone Home is a steaming pile of shit. And anybody who praises it, not in any capacity, but on being groundbreaking, is so far up their own ass that I would not be surprised to find out that they support Ben Kuchera on Patreon.
Oh man, I haven't heard that name in ages. I forgot that person exists. Why did you do that to me?
Well, I think the Cooch would prefer that not only I not call him the Cooch, but that I not make such a slanderous comparison. Fuck every single game journalist and reviewer who did not disclose in their review what Gone Home actually was. I'm talking to you, Jim Sterling, writers of Polygon, and numerous other places I can't remember. I was trusting of your statement that it was going to be a surrealist experience, unlike anything I've ever had before, and pushing that whole idea that these are the former writers who work... Sorry, just a second.
Were they developing Bioshock before?
Who
I don't
were
think they
writers and contributors to Bioshock.
Oh my fucking god.
And they were the lead writers for Bioshock 2.
That's where the meme started, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is where the meme of everyone who was associated with Irrational is irrational. Fuck Fulbright. Fuck Fulbright Studios, you fucking hacks. You trying to push this story that should have been put into a medium or an experience that was much more engaging. Just a second.
Did you cut out?
No, I didn't cut out.
No,
My
no.
cat has decided that literally as I am about to say something, she is going to need to speak up and say something as well. Abigail?
Hey,
I will
Abigail.
put you in timeout if you are not going to be quiet while I'm doing this. She's she's got that whole same fucking problem. I mean, I'm sure you did it as a kid and or have seen other, children.
Abigail has the same problem as Gone Home? Well, that's not something I expected, but go
Yes,
on.
Abigail has the same problem as Gone Home. Abigail behaves much like a little kid does when their parent is on the phone of, oh, my parent is occupied and doing something. I need to start talking to them now.
Yeah.
It's like how parents are terrible, and the second you decide to start doing something with friends, or shortly after, that you will need to receive. Okay, I'll be right back.
Bye, Abigail. What's up, everybody? Is anyone even in here? I don't think so. Another TTV viewer and discourse.
The child is silenced.
Well, he snuffed that meower, I suppose.
Yes, snuffed. Emphasis on snuffed, literal. No, I didn't actually kill the cat. I put her in a different room. So that way if she decides that she needs to talk, I can't hear her and be distracted.
So, did you like it?
Did I like it?
Yeah.
Considering that you completely embodied why I have a... Oh, hold on. Why I have a problem with walking sims. Yeah, I liked it.
That's good. So, what was that spiel about length? Did you want it to be 10 times longer, or what?
No, I just was going to say that I feel in some aspect you meandered a little bit and kind of used a lot of words to get to your point. And I couldn't tell, which I want to clarify. I think it's a me issue. It's not a you issue. I should be clear. I was listening to this at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, no problem.
When I was starting to fall asleep. So I don't know if it's just this is a issue I was having because I was struggling to stay awake and focus, or if it is an actual problem. But it was that when you were trying to get to your point of there's a difference between experiencing the story and its consequences, and going through a museum. You took a while to get to that metaphor.
I think I just wanted to like lay down all the emotional arc of me reaching that conclusion for sure, like which games I felt the boredom the most and why I associate them with the same problem. But also I wanted to like swat down any potential arguments that might show up, like, oh, movie games like that Kojimbo did, and that no, that's
I
that.
think if you want like a real objective piece of criticism, and this is going to be me going, I don't think you need to fix this, but I know some pretentious asshole is potentially going to weaponize this aspect of the review against you at some point. Somebody is going to go to this video and go, ugh, he's making a Dark Souls comparison. He's just a fucking filthy gamer.
I mean, hey, I'm hoping that the fact that Dark Souls is tagged in the videos will bring somebody
I think
in.
there's a case to be made for the fact that people find storytelling that is done through item descriptions and environments more engaging than reading the story in a virtual space. That's a problem itself. But the problem is that the people who are writing things like Gone Home wouldn't actually admit that that's a problem because they're trying to defend their paycheck.
I'm not touching that, but that was the entire thing. Like there is no qualitative difference between like the Dark Souls approach to the lore, as they call it, and what Gone Home did, but still the end effect was completely different. And why is that? And it is, I think, because in Dark Souls that relates to what you are doing. You're learning about the world around you through its past, rather than just learning some places past and living.
Well, and I think the other really strong point that you made in that fucking video that nobody is going to have the balls to touch. That was weird phrasing.
Don't
that
touch
no one
your
is
balls,
going
please.
to have the balls to speak upon. Nope, still awkward.
Stop bringing balls into it.
I will expose balls live on this stream as much as I please. I think the fact that nobody will have the integrity to address this point in the way you have makes me realize, oh shit, this is actually a problem in game design. And that is, we are a little too heavily reliant on combat to drive gameplay. And
we sure are.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh shit, Tidu, do you realize that you have just identified a ceiling that video games are terrifyingly close to hitting?
I'm pretty sure I'm not the first, but yeah.
I know, but you have pointed it out in a way that is in contrast to your the latter half of your video going to the museum metaphor. You have identified it as a problem in such a way that I'm like, oh fuck, is that why I'm not enjoying video games as much as I used to? Because combat is becoming so derivative and monotonous.
We have realized that we are in a room. It is no longer a boundless space.
Yes.
There are walls, there is a ceiling, and there is a floor.
Right. And we need to figure out very fast how we crash those walls down and turn it into an open field. And that's a problem. But more importantly, it's that realization that the problem exists that I think that your video set in this creeping dread into my mind. Not that I can't enjoy video games now because of it, but it is very much the same problem I hit almost 10 years ago, which is you're just pressing buttons. What is the appeal here?
Oh, that's a very nihilistic point to be at, because at that point you're denying even any sort of immersion from the game. You are just looking at it at what you do physically, and that's never a good place to be in.
It's never a good place to be with anything that you are doing to pass the time and make yourself happy, because let's be real here and let's get actually genuinely serious here, folks. That is a symptom of major depressive disorder. I'm not joking when I talk about this. If you hit that moment with something that you're enjoying, whether it's video games, music, movies, outdoor sports, if you hit that moment of this X is just Y, what's the point? I am being completely sincere and pleading to you. Please go see a therapist. Please go see a therapist. Tell them how you're feeling and go through all the steps that you need to. Because if you have undiagnosed depression, that's not a good thing, because it being undiagnosed is a higher likelihood of a impromptu suicide, for a lack of better phrasing. And there are some truly evil people out in this world. People who don't have that kind of depression. And my mentality is that if somebody has depression, that means they have self-awareness, and that means that it's worth it for them to stay alive. To a degree. Unless they are responsible for someone else's depression and misery. In which case, I might have some conflicting opinions on how bad it is that you feel that way, as though your existence doesn't matter. But, you know.
I am not about to value people in here. But yeah, I do detail the sentiment that if you feel like nothing you do has any worth, even entertainment, go talk about it with someone. Like, maybe not in professional therapy if you can afford that, but just anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nobody's coming.
Nobody's dropping in, which seems to be a lot of the case.
Nobody wants to hear us be depressive.
Yeah. Well, and we didn't have anybody commenting last time for Disco Elysium either, which... Oh, shit, I forgot the one other thing I need to do. I will be right back again, and then we will get started.
Sure. Hey, VOD, as you are watching this, if you are watching this, now a simple truth of life. I love you. The pseudo-social concept that I am in your head loves you and wants you to go on.
Give us more. Give us more subscriptions.
Not me as a person, because let's be honest, we don't know each other. However, even as a complete stranger, I do want you to live a good life and prosper. The more people prosper, the better my own life is. So, keep at it.
Alright. So the thing I had to step away for was to get a new battery for my mouse.
Oh, that's always, yeah, that sucks. That's why I had like wireless keyboard and mouse for some time, and I went back to wired super fast. I fucking hate that shit.
Okay. So let's continue.
Does. So last time we killed ourselves.
Yeah. Speaking of killing yourself, last time we killed ourselves.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Not particularly happy to see you. Yeah, talk to him about more stuff. The more points against him you have, the more bonuses you have to that check.
Good
we talked about the handing.
About fucking time. You still on?
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads.
He gives an indulgent look.
I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
I'm gonna ask you again, why was this... No, that's not a good sound effect. Yes. In the victim's head.
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Only need to inspect the lead on Blossom.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
He looks you in the
No,
eye.
he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Well, don't worry about it. We're gonna figure it out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
Crossed his hairy arms, having forgotten his beer for a moment.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. So, where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End. You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Wow.
We'll get there. We can also put some more alternative clothes.
Guess
Yes,
what?
yes.
I connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, Kim, I'll let you handle this.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Alright, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
And the 8th Hardy is the one who runs this drug trade thing, isn't she?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Okay, it's going up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off now.
Oh yeah, we still need to get 1 real something. In money to pay for the room. Because we blew our paycheck on the fucking what was it? Board game. Nothing really? Huh.
Yeah, nothing. Sorry.
Do we have any items we can sell? We do have a postcard. That's
yeah.
worth 450.
Yeah, but how do we sell it?
In a pawn shop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. -2 authority.
Yes. Do speed to have more authority.
Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
You know what, this is probably going to end badly, but I just want to try it.
I mean, you can also mention Joyce. That's gonna be +1 as well.
Yeah, I know. It'll undo the loss of the shame counter, but I don't really care. Fuck it.
Establish authority.
Oh,
yes.
Almost.
Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
You're gonna write it out and see the effect at the end of that.
Huh? What? Did something happen? I wonder why the game's loading.
Gee, I wonder what happened.
I mean, maybe if there were people watching to call us out on it, you know.
Maybe something would happen. But as it is, you know, if somebody is a coward in the woods and nobody is there to see it, does it make a sound?
If 2 dudes are on the moon and one killed the other, wouldn't that be fucked up? But would anybody even know? Because there's... Oh, right, pawn shop. It's this way.
Yeah, south. We still have the entire Doom commercial area to go through as well, but you failed the check to convince the lady to let you in there.
Oh my god, is it seriously gonna be this much of a stickler about trying to look at this fucking thing? Where's the pawn shop?
The door right there.
Okay. Just making sure.
I don't think we've been here actually.
Yeah, we have. Because I asked about the sign.
That's true. Oh, look, your perception now lets you see that there's stuff to the left.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, and the antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Let go of the t-shirt. Whatever, I don't care.
You don't want a t-shirt?
No.
Hello again.
A cool
How
t-shirt?
can I help you?
I have something else
Sure.
to sell.
Let me have a look.
It's free, yeah.
I'll check my...
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Postcards are always, like, vendor trash.
And there's no, like, thing of collecting them
No.
or somebody to give
No.
them to?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Postcards are always free. Anything else, don't. There we go.
No, no, no. Okay. Close.
I gotta pick 4, as stupid as this.
Another
I have
time,
some
perhaps.
Oh, you can ask him about the traffic menace now. Yeah.
Do you know anything about the traffic menace on the loose?
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive.
You mean you didn't hear the traffic menace driving on your route?
Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop, and then moving on.
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
That means you have no idea who it was, correct?
He shakes his head, slowly.
Okay. I have other business to take care of now.
Not doing the check? Oh.
Hello again. How can I help you?
It's a good chance.
Okay,
Well, never
he
mind.
definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
I have other business to take care of now.
Oh,
Oh, Motorway South is almost done.
yep. Guess we won't learn what you're high on, Dryman.
That's gonna be the punishment for this LP, is that if nobody's around in chat when I do something that should have added to the shame counter, I'm not gonna ask the shame counter. So if you want to hold me accountable, show up for the stream.
Witness
not
our
meant to
wrath, people who are not here.
That's not meant to pressure or give people shit about it, and I know at the end of the day, the Fig or Grandius really aren't going to care that much. They just, I just like to do it as a fun interactivity thing, and I will, as such, do it as a fun interactivity thing if people are here. But if not, then there's not much point to it. It's just, you know, it doesn't have relevance if I boost up the shame counter when nobody's here to have any funsies with it.
That's true.
Because if it's just me and Tidu doing it, then it's like, well, why don't we do that for everything we fucking LP? Why don't I do it for Days Gone? Why don't I do it for something else? Speaking of...
Every time you boot up Days Gone, the shame counter goes up by 1.
Hang on. Hang on.
Yeah. Hang on.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on.
Do, 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 do.
Okay. And how no mention Days Gone. +1. Oh no, I need to resize it dramatically.
Yes, you do. Whipping out of the screen. Are you enjoying it?
You have no idea how much I am enjoying it.
Wow, really?
Oh, actually, wait a minute. It's gonna be awkward being there. Can I... There we go. Okay. I've been saying it on Twitter. It's everything I wanted out of State of Decay in terms of how it feels to play. The shooting is fan-fucking-tastic. It's a beautiful game. The PS5 upgrade patch is great. To uncap it and let it run at full 4K, 60 FPS.
That's nice.
And the thing is that I think I'm about 10 or 12 hours in now. With full sincerity, I can't stress this enough. The game is about a crazy person. And I mean that in a positive and kind way. I mean it in the story, in an analysis of... hang on. I mean it in a means to address if you like seeing a story about an actual fucking crazy person of a pseudo character study way, just short of having a narrator or text flying across the screen explaining it, if you exclude obviously the name of missions and that kind of stuff. Days Gone is actually a really good show of what I think is a sincere kind of craziness, a realistic kind of craziness, because the way we depict it in media with this kind of shit is that somebody becomes completely inhuman and turns into a monster. But with Days Gone, Deacon is just a fucked up person. He's broken, he's messed up, and he doesn't know how to handle things in certain ways. Where I'm currently at in things right now, he's been accused of, quote, going soft by a really awful person, contextualized against the current information I have. And it's amazing because he's trying to be a good person, and those around him are beating him down into being a crazy person.
So it's a hobo simulator.
Huh?
It's a hobo simulator.
It is Hobo Simulator in a very pleasantly refreshing way.
It's interesting. That's actually kind of interesting, though.
I would say Sam Witwer's sort of unhinged performance in that I can't tell which way he's going with Deacon is probably the strongest hook right now, because I want to see this character continuing to handle this fucked up shit that he's having to go through. And it's not really a whole thing of the story is happening at me. The story is happening at the character, and I'm sitting there going, fuck, man, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think I could handle this any better than you're handling it.
Yeah, I see. I feel you. That is interesting. Maybe
I think
I'll play
you were...
it one day.
I am resisting the urge to buy you a copy of the game to pressure you into making an essay on it. But
at the right time, going to already have a backlog of games I have to play for that purpose.
And it's not anytime soon. When you're in the mood for a really good-ass resource management zombie sim, zombie survival sim, let me know, and I'll fucking send this thing your way. And you are going to play this before Dying Light 2. I will mention that.
Sure. I mean, I still have to beat like Dying Light 1. I played a bit of it and I dropped it.
You never beat Dying Light 1?
No. I was supposed to play it on co-op with friends, and then they stopped playing it, so I also stopped playing it. So, okay.
Oh, is that what happened? Huh. Well, that's something to consider. It isn't it, folks. Maybe we'll help Tidu fix that. But that's enough of a sidetrack now.
Yep.
Gotta talk to Gart here.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yep, right here.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I know.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
A rare case of Half-Light being on the same wavelength as me.
I mean, it's the basically anger or coward response, so I'm not surprised.
Goodbye.
Fight or flight, literally. Okay, well, this feels right. You belong here.
I don't think there's anything else left to do for today, is there?
Well, not particularly. As I said, we still have the doomed commercial area, but we found the objective for the late lattice in there. Basically, harder story progress is held back by Titus right now, by that authority check. That's why you get so many pluses for it.
It's you again. What is it?
Sean Joyce as well. Wire dodging. At least explain yourself.
Establish authority.
Authority.
Without going into too much detail, I did also talk to Mike on Friday.
Oh. What about?
We talked about some things. I don't know what is or isn't my place to mention what is going to be going on. I am hoping to. I don't. Yeah, see, this is why I should have asked him about how much I can or can't say. And it's not to, like, stir the pot or anything. It's that I don't know if it's my place to say yet on whether or not I'm coming on the podcast. I intend to.
Okay.
He is implying that he wants me to come on. I just don't want to overstep any boundaries, that's all.
Sure.
But, God, he's like, oh, I didn't want you to have a bunch of homework of watching the show. And it's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I can handle that. And then I'm remembering, like, oh, fuck, each episode is 50 minutes long.
Oh, Katanagatari.
Yeah.
It's you again.
And it's that idea of just having to get through it again and needing to pay attention and probably wanting to take notes this time around.
Establish authority.
Okay, why are you dodging that prompt number 2? At least tell me.
Huh?
Why do you keep dodging the still white dialogue option number 2
Authority.
before you make the roll?
Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
What, you mean this one?
No, before the roll.
Am I missing something? Am I not seeing
Yes!
an option?
Like, the fourth time I'm asking you why aren't you mentioning Joyce, and you just keep quiet every time.
I'm not doing it on purpose or to fuck with you. Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, which one are we talking about?
Fucking Wonder! The one that picked, yes!
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal, and they said they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
He punches Blondie on the shoulder.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Did you know that a single Sorays giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees, they're the hornet.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
Well, this Krenel is bad news. You guys know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army. And the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals. Special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
They're mercenaries with armed automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Are they going to be able to pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
That was an unsure phrasing.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah. Like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of beer to bite his tongue and tries to get the last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Alright, well, I'm just letting you know Joyce has said that they've gone rogue and nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
I'm gonna go now.
Did you not see that option all this time?
No, I didn't act on it because I didn't know if it was a fake option or a dead-end option like some can be. I was choosing it because I wasn't sure that I had all the information to properly confront them with it.
Honestly,
hold on, because my mind blanked out and I can't remember what that dialogue was going to lead into.
if you, with them at least, if you have an option to like start a new conversation point, it's you have the information to use that.
Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
A little bit of a tiny spin from... Ooh,
How to
come on.
do?
Come on, come on.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
Oh, Authority is actually a reworked portrait of Measurehead, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. If they're the same pose at least.
Yeah.
Just like
Just
Kuno
like
is very
Half-Light with
Half-Light.
Kuno.
Yeah.
I get it, Titus. You guys are the real Authority around here.
Huh?
You must be, just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hands.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have. Oh no, ooh.
All of these are pushing buttons. You can't back out
Oh,
now.
I gotta pick the right one to flavor. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with option 3 because them being compared to me, the person that they're hating, is something that's really gonna rub them the worst way.
I mean, all of three of these are comparing yourselves to them. That's the
Oh
point
no,
here.
I get that. I'm saying tailored to the role I'm trying to play here. 3 will be a small dash of self-deprecation, but also a sort of self-awareness that they're not going to appreciate.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So read
I
it
have a
out.
beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I just also have no idea how to do my job, kind of like you guys seem to have.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinez before it started. It was like Jamrock now.
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
Someone's been raped. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
He taps his chin with his fist.
What is her name?
That one takes out his notes.
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit.
Wait.
Blonde. That's
Yes?
I'm on due with an O-U.
Really?
Didn't you know?
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want to have...
Oh no!
Real smooth.
Miss Orange Disco Dancer?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
-1, said you don't remember being a cop. -1, since you don't remember reality. -2, said I wanna have to fuck with you.
Oh, great.
I wanna have fuck with you, sorry.
Class Amando. Cool.
You inexperienced and cool after the...
Critical success!
But no,
Woo!
your spine is too damn straight. None of these people would ever suspect you've met her.
Get fucked! Woo! Crit success! Oh, okay. I'm sorry, folks. We need to add one more counter to the screen.
Crit successes?
Yes. Crit successes on low pass checks.
Alrighty.
Fuck. Oh, that was great. Low crits, I'll call it. Crit success.
Crit crescents.
Crit
The crabs are critical.
shit. How do I want to title this?
Bullshit luck.
Bullshit. Bullshit successes.
Good enough.
+1. Okay.
You're inexplicably at cool after the victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine is stood up straight. None of the people would ever suspect you've met her. That's big. That's better.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the Null talked about Days Gone thing for now.
My day's gone.
Okay.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
When did the rape happen?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
The tall blonde throws in a can. Titus cracks it open.
What is your relationship to her?
I know her.
He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
I feel like the asterisk should have been placed somewhere else in the sentence, but I would imagine Kim's voice actor went for a different delivery, and they didn't.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. It's just throwing me off, that's all.
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
So what? Klaus is I'm trying. You know what? I'm gonna apologize for my lack of succinctness and subtlety in the statement. But what? She's the town whore.
You could have said town bike, and it would be at least be subtle.
I'm just going with whore because that's what popped into my head. But I guess the proper term would be. There's another term I'm thinking of, but I can't remember it. I know in other fiction I've seen a term used to describe somebody who kind of sleeps around with the workers of a place because they get paid well for it, they get appreciated by it, and it's continuous good pay that they get, and it's not bad experiences for them. So they stick around and keep doing it because it's to everybody's benefit. I wish I could remember what that term was. Because escort doesn't feel right either.
No, escort is a bit more white collar.
White collar, and it also... well, I also find escort kind of a demeaning term in its own rights. But
Except the man who just used the word whore, but sure.
Well, that's why I feel awkward about using whore, but also being like, I'm drawing a blank on the term I'm looking for. Company. The town's company. No, never mind. Anyway.
Company.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
Oh, so she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
Thank you, narrator.
What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
Thank you, suggestion.
And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
Electrochemistry, this is why I silence you every chance I can. You said partied. What did you mean by that?
What do you think I meant?
Sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
So the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
I think I know her already.
You don't know her. Good boy.
Thank you. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Key
I'm gonna
points
take
that
off
Bill
now.
cannot do. Oh, she's up in her room.
Alright.
Oh, Kim doesn't bring it up if you don't fail composure. That's interesting. Because
Kim
if you
doesn't
do
bring
fail,
what
if you do fail it, he just after this, he takes you aside and he okay, you clearly were uncomfortable. What the fuck happened?
So, okay, so because I have not failed the composure check, because I got a bullshit nat 12, can you
Yes?
please explain what dialogue we missed out on there?
It's Titus explodes at you for saying cool at the end, and every single option you had would be very, very awkward and uncomfortable. It would be like, so you said partied. Can you explain that?
She and I might have already talked.
Yeah, exactly. You're just sweating in your own shoes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The door is closed. There's still a dent in the vinyl where you punched it before.
I run my fingers across the tent.
This little depression is all you could inflict on the door. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me, please. Remember? Who was that meant for? White morning. It was morning all along. You should have seen it coming. It was right behind her eyes.
Knock, knock.
Who is it?
Owen's voice answers muffled by the door.
Did those sound effects come through?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
What is complete?
Motorway south.
Thought complete.
The lone vector stretches in your mind's eye into the wild pale yonder for an unimaginable distance, forgetting, until you can no longer remember anything. No cities, no mountains, no oceans, and finally, no vector. Nothing remains. A blank space with no point of reference, where only one type of motion is possible. The motion of a human throat, swallow in, and then it comes to you. To reach the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before, while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. A lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope.
All intellect white checks have been unlocked. +1 to Inland Empire. The swallowing motion.
Yeah.
Alright, very
So,
good.
If you wanna unbecome yourself, throw yourself into the pail. The direction of motorway south. Oh boy. Oh. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
Oh, she's got a loft room. That's not bad.
Yeah. It's also rendered very awkwardly because you got this small room here, and if you go outside of here, it's the overworld again. So we've got like two loading screens right next to each other. The bed has been hastily made. Oh look, a window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
I run my fingers across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window's been recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Just his glasses.
Oh, that's what you mean by awkward rendering.
Yep. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air, astramental. Look, a handful of dried wildflowers. Blah.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
I move my hand, fast!
You catch a single white flower between your
Thank
fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
That was cool, Harry!
You bought those flowers.
Well, let's take a look at them, shall we?
Did we check the bullet actually? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. This is the wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of. Oh,
That's not a real word.
Bouquet?
No, muguettes? Muguettes?
Muguettes that you found on the whirling roof. It's shedding its petals quickly in your pocket.
I'm gonna
Muguettes.
interact with it.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
Hey, what is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence, it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none. Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt.
God, I'm glad I picked high for physical because, man, I would be bummed out to be missing on the flavor text from Shivers.
Shivers is great, yeah.
Shivers is fucking amazing. I think people almost need to roll high or else they're missing out.
I mean, a lot of people say the same about Inland, so you know. Oh, that's that. Cold coffee and ashtray that looks like a hedgehog.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman had a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you got here.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wandered off towards the earth.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned the cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Inferno?
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This man has an unforgettable way with words.
I would like to withdraw the comment I made earlier. Given the situation we find ourselves in now, it was completely out of line.
And what is that situation?
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a passive drag of her mental cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. No need to dilly-dally. She's tough.
I'll go straight to it. I don't want to sound like a namby-pamby.
Good on you, boy. She can take it.
What is your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
Understood, miss.
It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
Sometimes you have to kill it. She takes a sip of her coffee.
Thankfully, it's implied.
Yeah, I feel like it's not worth going into, and that was the good call there. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Takes a drag.
What is your specialization? What you do, if you don't mind my asking?
Something stupid.
And what's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
She raised both eyebrows.
What is Oranese literature about, if you don't mind my asking?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
The J is silent. I feel like an idiot.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Either the J is silent or it's being used like a Y, and it's very subtle.
Like an eye, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, not a Y, an I. You're right. What do you do with Oranese lit?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know that you've told us your real name, then?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausier Mondu. It's a weird name.
Oh, wait, no, the J is a Y. Okay. All right, then.
Okie dokie.
She pours herself more coffee.
Thank you. That's it for the record, that is.
The record. So official.
Nice room you got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing in here at the Whirling in Rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
In Revachol, actually.
I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. And she isn't really hiding it either.
That window is new.
It is.
She was slightly to her left to check her reflection in it. Blah.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
I have other questions, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Another drink.
Ooh. Ooh.
What's up?
That was good.
The drag?
Yeah. That wasn't you, right? That was a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was you.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
They tell us you were raped.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
And what does that mean? Were you...
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
So Titus asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask if she wasn't, if she was sure she wasn't raped. What did happen between you and the victim then?
We partied.
Wait, partied. Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
You mean like the kind of partying I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know that was possible. Physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
She makes a
She
sip of vodka.
wasn't actually raped. Great.
No, she was.
Alright,
she
so this
said
just
that-
got a lot more fucking complicated.
Sure did.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Whoa. After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it?
Were there actual feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Oh, his voice is quite calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
So I'm guessing it was hard for you seeing him out there in the yard.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I have nothing to say. It's self-explanatory.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Yeah, your voice was disguised, if I remember correctly.
I didn't
Yep.
exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
How'd you nick it, if you don't mind? How'd you nick it?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs. Interesting.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Why go through all that trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Another path, more nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
She's run out of cigarette. Time to light a new one.
She sees them in each other's arms.
You're in each other's arms.
Yes. And then he's dead. His mouth agape.
She looks into the light green pack of cigarettes and pulls out another one, preparing to light it.
I see him as me.
She dips the cigarette in the lighter's flame and inhales, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
Is there any chance we could have some authentic Foley work for this line here?
Let's see. Oh, no. For that, no, sorry.
No, I was just curious if you could pull that off, but if you can't, I understand.
I can see the similarity, yes.
She breathes out through her nostrils. The air smells of menthol.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
What did they hang him for, if not for the rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Do you happen to know why there was a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
Your silence, your brows meet in the middle for a pained frown.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Okay, so how do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
She looks at the floor, is tired.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
All right. Well, thank you for telling us all this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Yeah, let's go, Kim.
Check the foot.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool.
So cool.
So where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in the sentence, they sound weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
You got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar. I'm trash.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
No! Fuck you!
Now superstardom.
No means no, Bill Cosby!
Kim has dialogue.
Oh, please don't tell me I've lost it by going to the other room.
I hope not.
Okay, good. No, I just wanted to be out of the same space as her before we talk. Alright.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will
Nothing
make
will
them
make them
cooperate?
respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
So, why did she tell us all that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off here, Kim.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Down we go.
Alright, so she obviously had some sort of semblance of an emotional connection with the soldier.
Yep.
Which means they were probably relating on a more serious context. If she was sympathetic to him, yeah. There's something real fucked going on here that I don't know about yet.
Yet. That's true. Which way are you going?
I don't know. There's part of me that doesn't want to confront them about it because I feel like we might have the upper hand by them believing that we don't know it, but I can also see the advantage behind going and confronting them to throw them off guard and be like, you guys are fucking lying. You need to start coming forward with the truth, but I don't know.
You said that keeping them in the dark gives you an upper hand. Upper hand to do what?
An upper hand to lead them along the idea that they're smarter than me and they're going to be making a move or doing something or having an advantage over me. But if I know something that they don't, then I can catch them off guard at a future point. That's my mentality.
I mean, they are trying to avoid talking to you as much as possible. Just have you fuck off and make a report. They are not making a move on you.
So I need to keep pushing back is the point.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to talk to her first.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, She could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn, they aren't.
Ooh.
Harrison was called and involved.
Liz feels very confident in her belief on that.
This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
Maybe we'll talk later.
It's you again. What is it?
Classy says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Oh no! These guys are male allies!
The socialists have locked on.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Oh my god, they are all fucking raging misogynists.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
What are you talking about, saying crazy? She's completely lucid!
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Just told you to stay on track and you played along with them. Boo.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Wait a minute, Soldier of the Apocalypse. Where have I heard that phrase before?
A movie, I assume.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you
Why
don't
should
need
I even care about this tape? You guys lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Should I actually ask those questions, or should I just...
No, we can just go forward.
Okay, so that's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Alright, well that's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I'm gonna take off now.
Ah. Door Gunner Megamix. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via a decryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play.
A boomer box?
A boomer box, yeah.
You stare at the great Door Gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Thank you, Inland Empire.
Yeah, pretty sure the pawn shop sold boomboxes.
Yeah, but I don't have enough money to get it.
I mean, it's worth a try. I'm sure.
It's past 21 anyways. It's time to call
It
it a
is.
day. I'll take care of it first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I think after the...
Huh?
Oh no, I just want to say, I think after the dream sequence, I am going to call it a day, because I know this has been on the short side, but... yeah, my day is still hectic.
Are you running on
Still
fumes?
Yeah.
Okay. So you wanna... Do we want to wrap the day and then...
Get the dream sequence, I think. That's
Okay.
like...
Alright, cool.
Right.
See you in the morning.
In the morning.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Seriously?
It's a low check. It's formidable.
Alright, let the mirror be for now. I want to make sure I don't have any items to boost Encyclopedia.
I don't think you do.
I don't think I do.
There are glasses you get later that give you 2. But yeah.
Well, I might as well see if I can pass
A mirror hangs on the bathroom
Good
wall.
try.
In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Hold on.
Yeah, if you have chunk cutters in hands, you can do it. Tools.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it,
Yeah.
your face, adorned with the expression. The full set
Nice.
is quite terribly mangled,
Double 6 again.
but
Jesus.
you just might be able to twist its parts
All right, give me a
into
second.
place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Come on, come on, come on.
Still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Dig deep into my mind to locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Alright, well, I tried.
I think you can try every day.
I got one of the successes, so 1 for 3 isn't bad.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
I go to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
I thought I was on the express to silence.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it, looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
I open my eyes.
Rock and roll is not very disco, you know. Hey, day 3.
And day 3 begins.
Yeah,
obviously with low sleep.
Next stream, I will beeline you to a place that lets you not care about money anymore.
Yay! All right.
But for now, yeah, let's save. I'm frankly dying.
All right.
Space between all at Cute.prod. I made a new video. Go check it out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. Or nobody. We'll see nobody on Wednesday.
Yep.
We will have both Zhao and Booth in tomorrow for the stream. So if you want to stop by for our
Jailbreak
at least
Wars.
for the next 2 weeks after this, our weekly Yakuza cast. We'll see you there. Don't forget.
See you
now. Nintendo E3 Direct stream next Tuesday at 12 p.m. before Disco.
Yep.
We'll see you there. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.